Welcome to the twisted cut. What if, just for a little while, you could put down everything you've been carrying in your mind and simply rest? If your thoughts have been loud, if your chest has felt a little heavy, if you've been overthinking, replaying old conversations, or worrying about the future, you're in the right place. You are safe here. For the next hour or so, this time is just for you. You don't have to solve your life right now. You don't have to be strong, or positive, or productive. You only have to listen and breathe. Introduction: How understanding your mind brings calm. Psychology is often seen as something complicated and clinical. Big words, research papers, strange experiments. But beneath all of that, psychology is simply the study of what it means to be human. It is about the thoughts that move through your mind, the feelings that rise in your chest, the habits, the fears, and the hopes that make you who you are. Tonight, or today, whenever you are listening, we are going to explore some gentle psychology facts. Not in a heavy or scientific way, but in a soft, simple, human way. These are truths about your mind and your emotions that can bring you comfort instead of confusion, clarity instead of chaos, and calm instead of constant tension. As you listen, you might notice yourself thinking, "Wait, I do that," or "That sounds like me." That is good, because one of the most calming feelings in the world is realizing, I am not the only one. There is nothing wrong with me. My mind is doing what minds naturally do, and once you understand your mind a little better, you do not have to fight it so much. You can work with it. You can be gentler with yourself, and from that gentleness, calm begins to grow. Before we begin, if it feels comfortable, you can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze on one point in front of you. There is nothing you need to look at, nothing you need to achieve. Let's take a slow breath together. Inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it softly at the top. 1, 2, and exhale slowly through your mouth, letting your shoulders drop for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do not need to force anything, just a little slower than usual. As we go through these psychology facts, you can let my voice be just a background guide. You do not even have to focus too hard. If your mind drifts away, that is okay. If you miss a sentence or two, that is okay. Your mind knows how to pick up what it needs. This is not a test. It is not a lesson you have to memorize. It is simply a gentle journey through your own inner world. Let's begin. Fact 1. You are not your thoughts. One of the most calming ideas in psychology is this: you are not your thoughts. You are the one who notices them. Thoughts appear in your mind, often without your permission. They come and go like passing clouds. Some are kind, some are harsh, some are strange, random, or even a little scary. But here is the important part. Having a thought does not mean it is true, and it does not mean it is you. Imagine sitting beside a river. Leaves float past on the surface of the water. Each leaf has a thought written on it. I am not good enough. They do not really like me. I am going to mess this up. What if everything goes wrong? Those thoughts are like leaves. They float by. Some of them move slowly. Some spin in circles. Some get stuck for a bit on a rock. But you are not the river. And you are not the leaf. You are the person quietly watching from the riverbank. Psychologists have found that when people learn to see thoughts as mental events instead of absolute facts, their stress and anxiety begin to soften. For example, you might think, "I always ruin everything in the moment." That thought feels real. Your chest tightens, your stomach sinks. But step back for a second. Is that literally true? Do you always ruin everything? Or are you remembering a few painful moments and ignoring the many times you have done just fine? When you notice a heavy thought, you can gently say to yourself, "I am having the thought that I always ruin everything." It sounds small, but adding those few words, "I am having the thought that," creates a little bit of space instead of being inside the thought. You are now observing it. You might picture the thought as a sentence written in the air, or as a train pulling into a station. You do not have to get on the train. You can just let it come and let it go right now. Take a slow breath. Notice any thought that has been repeating in your mind lately. It might be about work, a relationship, money, your health, or something you regret. Now quietly add this in your mind. "I am having the thought that," and then repeat the thought. "I am having the thought that I am behind in life. I am having the thought that I am not attractive enough. I am having the thought that people will judge me." Notice how it feels just a tiny bit more distant, just a tiny bit less heavy. Are the awareness behind the thought. You are bigger than anything your mind can say about you, and that is an incredibly calming thing to remember. Fact 2. Your brain is wired to notice the negative, and that is not your fault. If you ever feel like your mind focuses more on what is wrong than what is right, you are not alone. And more importantly, there is a reason. Psychologists call this the negativity bias. Simply put, your brain is more sensitive to dangers and problems than to neutral or pleasant things. Imagine your distant ancestors walking through a forest. If they overlooked a beautiful flower, nothing terrible happened. But if they ignored the sound of a growl, or did not notice a change in the wind, they might not survive. So over thousands of years, the human brain became very good at scanning for threats, very good at noticing what could go wrong, very good at remembering painful moments, so it could avoid them in the future. That same ancient alarm system still lives in you now. It looks for emotional danger, rejection, embarrassment, failure, loss. This is why one criticism can stick with you more than 10 compliments. Why you replay that one awkward moment instead of the many times you were kind or funny or gentle. It is not that you are negative as a person. It is that your brain is trying, in its own clumsy way, to protect you. So when you find yourself stuck in worry or fixating on what went wrong, you do not need to attack yourself for it. Instead of thinking, "Why am I like this? What is wrong with me?" you can gently say, "My mind is trying to keep me safe. It is just a little overprotective." Can you feel the difference? One is blame, the other is understanding. Let's do a tiny exercise. Bring to mind one thing that bothered you recently. Maybe someone spoke to you in a sharp tone. Maybe you made a small mistake. Maybe you were not invited somewhere. Notice how your mind zooms in on it, how strong that memory feels now. Ask yourself, in the past week, what are 3 small good things that happened that I have already forgotten? Maybe you had a nice cup of coffee. Maybe someone held the door open for you. Maybe you saw a sunset or heard your favorite song, or you simply made it through a difficult day. Your brain does not naturally hold on to these so tightly. You have to remind it each time you gently bring your attention back to something neutral or good. You are not ignoring reality. You are simply balancing a brain that leans a little too far toward the negative. Right now, take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can find one thing, even a tiny thing, that you are thankful for in this moment. It might be your bed, your headphones, the fact that you made it to this video, the simple gift of being able to hear. Your brain will still notice what is wrong. That is okay. But you are also allowed. Notice what is gentle and good. Fact 3. Emotions are waves, not permanent states. When you are in the middle of a strong emotion, it can feel like it will last forever. Sadness can feel endless. Anxiety can feel constant. Loneliness can feel final. But psychology and human experience have something very calming. Emotions rise, peak, and fall. They are waves, not walls. Think of a time you felt deeply upset. Maybe you cried. Maybe you were angry. Maybe you felt numb and empty. Try to remember, did it stay at that exact same intensity for hours and hours without a single change? Or did it move, even a little? Maybe the feeling came in waves. A few minutes of strong emotion, then a small break, then another wave, then another moment of breathing room. This does not mean emotions disappear quickly. Some stay with us for a long time, but even the longest, emotions still change in shape and strength. They soften, they shift, they make space for other feelings to visit. Psychologists have found that most single emotional suggesto not lasts very long. If we do not feed them with more and more fear or resistance, they might come in waves for an hour, for a day, for a season of your life, but they still move right now. Whatever you are feeling, stress, tiredness, emptiness, overwhelmedness, not your forever. It is a chapter, not the whole book. Imagine your emotion right now as an ocean wave. You are not the wave. You are the sky above it. The wave might be big and crashing. You might feel it strongly in your chest, your stomach, your throat. But above it, beyond it, is a wider, calmer part of you that is simply noticing. If you can, place a hand gently on your chest or on your belly. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Say softly in your mind, something in me is anxious and I am noticing it. Something in me is saddened. I am noticing it. You are not pushing the feeling away. You are not drowning in it either. You are letting it be a wave, while you stay as the sky. This simple shift from I am anxious to something in me feels anxious can bring a surprising amount of peace. Feelings come, feelings go. You, the one who notices them, remain. Fact 4. Your body can calm your mind, especially through your breath. When your mind is racing, it is easy to forget that you have another way to reach calm, through your body. Psychology and physiology both show that your breath and your nervous system are deeply connected. When you are scared or stressed, your breathing becomes quick and shallow. Your muscles tense. Your heart beats faster. Your body is getting ready to fight, run, or freeze, even if the danger is only a thought. But this system works in both directions. If you send your body signals of safety, your mind slowly begins to believe them. One of the simplest signals is a long, soft exhale. When you extend your exhale, even just a little longer than your inhale, You activate the calming part of your nervous system. It is like pressing a very gentle, slow down button. You do not have to force big breaths. In fact, forcing can create more tension. Instead, think of your breath as a quiet wave washing in and slowly rolling out. Let's try it together. If you are able, breathe in naturally through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it softly, just for a moment. 1, 2. Now exhale through your mouth, as if you were gently blowing through a straw, for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If counting feels stressful, let it go. Just think. A little slower in, a little longer out. You might also notice the other parts of your body. Your jaw, is it tight? Your forehead, is it tensed? Your shoulders, are they lifted toward your ears? If you can, let your jaw loosen slightly. Unclench your teeth. Let your tongue rest softly in your mouth. Roll your shoulders. Even a tiny bit. Let them drop just a little. Lower. These small signals tell your mind, it is okay, you are not in danger right now. You can rest. One calming truth from psychology is this: you do not have to wait until your mind feels calm. Give your body gentle care. You can start from the outside in, soothing your breath, softening your muscles, resting your eyes. Even if your thoughts are still busy, your body can quietly begin to guide you toward peace. Fact 5. People are not thinking about you as much as you think. The spotlight effect. Have you ever replayed something embarrassing in your mind again and again, while everyone else seems to have moved on? Maybe you stumbled over your words. Maybe you said something you wish you had not. Maybe you made a small mistake in front of others. You keep thinking, they must be judging me. They must still be thinking about this. Psychologists have a name for this: the spotlight effect. We all walk around feeling like a bright spotlight is shining on us. We imagine that other people notice every flaw, every awkward pause, every little detail, but in reality, most people are too busy with their own thoughts, worries, and insecurities to focus on ours for very long. Think of a time someone else did something awkward around you. Maybe they mispronounced a word, spilled a drink, told a joke that did not land. How long did you think about it? An hour, a day, or just a few seconds before your mind moved on to something about you? Other people's minds work the same way. They are under their own spotlight. They are wondering what you think of them. This does not mean nobody cares. It just means they are not keeping a detailed record of your every move, so the next time you cannot stop replaying a moment in your mind. Try this. Ask yourself, if someone else did this, would I think about it as much as I am thinking about my own mistake? Most of the time, the answer is no. You might even smile gently and say to yourself, I am imagining a huge spotlight on me again. But in reality, everyone else is under their own spotlight too, right now. Bring to mind something you have felt embarrassed about lately. Notice the tension it creates in your body. Let out a slow, soft breath. Now picture that moment as a tiny scene on a huge, busy stage, full of other people with their own scenes going on. Yours is just one small moment in a very big play. It feels big inside your mind, but out there in the world, it is probably already fading. You do not have to punish yourself. Being human, you are allowed to be imperfect. Everyone else is too. Fact 6. Your inner critic is not the truth teller. Inside most people's minds, there is a voice that can be very harsh. You should have done better. You were so lazy. Why? Are you like this? Everyone else is handling life better than you. Psychology shows this. Clearly, almost everyone has some form of this inner critic. It often develops from past experiences, messages you heard growing up, or times you felt judged or rejected. Many people believe that this inner critic keeps some motivated, that being hard on themselves will force them to improve. But research suggests something different. Kindness and self-compassion help people grow more rather than harsh self-judgment. When you constantly attack yourself, you do not feel energized. You feel drained, ashamed, and afraid to try. You become so scared of messing up thought. You do not give yourself the freedom to learn, explore, or make small mistakes. Imagine a child learning to ride a bike. Now imagine two different adults teaching them. One says, "You are so clumsy. Why can you not get this right? Everyone else can do it. What is wrong with you?" The other says, "It is okay. You are learning. Falling is part of it. Let us try again. A little slower. I am proud of you for trying." Which child is more likely to keep going, to feel safe enough to learn? You are that child, and you are also the adult voice guiding them. When your inner critic starts speaking, you do not have to believe a thing it says. You do not even have to make it go away. You can simply add another voice, a softer, kinder one. The next time you hear that harsh voice say, "You failed," try adding, "Yes, something did not work out. But that does not mean I am a failure. I am still allowed to try again. I am still worthy of care." Or when it says, "You are not enough," you might respond, "I hear that fearful voice. But I also know I am doing the best I can with what I have been given in this moment." It can feel strange at first. Speak gently to yourself, but self-compassion is not weakness. It is a powerful psychological tool. Thought calms your nervous system, reduces anxiety, and gives you the strength to keep going. Right now, place a hand over your heart or on your chest again. If you would like, take a soft breath in and out, and quietly, in your mind, say to yourself, "I am doing the best I can with what I know and what I have right now. That is enough for this moment." You do not have to be perfect to deserve peace. You deserve kindness simply because you exist. Fact 7. What you pay attention to shapes how you feel. Another calming psychology fact is this: your attention is like a flashlight in a dark room, where you point it changes what your world looks and feels like. Your mind cannot focus on everything at once, so it chooses, often automatically, what to highlight. If your attention keeps pointing at worries, flaws, and what-if scenarios, your world will feel scary and heavy. Not because that is all that exists, but because that is a Louis are shining your light on. This is not your fault. Your brain, remember, is where edto. Notice possible dangers first, but you can slowly, gently train your attention to widen to include other things too. This does not mean ignoring real problems. It simply means allowing more than just the problem sun, your field of view right now. For example, your attention might be circling around the same few thoughts. What if I fail? I am behind. I should not have said that. I am so tired of feeling this way. Those thoughts are understandable, but for a moment, let us see if we can gently widen the beam of your flashlight. If your eyes are open, notice one thing you can see that feels neutral or slightly pleasant. The color of the wall, the shape of your pillow, the way the light falls in the room. If your eyes are closed, notice one thing you can feel: the support of the chair or bed beneath you, the temperature of the air on your skin, the feeling of your hand resting on your chest or lap. You are not forcing yourself to feel happy. You are just including more of your experience, your awareness. Psychologists who study attention and mindfulness found that this simple act, noticing what is here right now with curiosity, can reduce anxiety and increase feelings of calm. You can also use this with thoughts. When your mind keeps replaying one worry, you might say, okay, that is one thought. What else is here? You might notice the sound of the room, the feeling of your breath, the softness of your clothing, the quiet comfort of being here, listening just like a muscle. The more you practice shifting your attention from only where is to a wider, gentler view, the easier it becomes. You are not stuck with just one way of seeing your life. You can slowly learn, aim your inner flashlight would calm. Fact 8. Naming what you feel can gently lower its intensity. Sometimes emotions feel overwhelming, but they are vague and messy. You just feel bad, or off, or not okay. Psychology has discovered something simply and surprisingly powerful. Putting your feelings into words can help them feel a little less intense. This is sometimes called name it to tame it. When you pause and say to yourself, I feel anxious, or I feel sad, or I feel overwhelmed and tired, your brain actually starts to calm down. You are moving the feeling from a raw, wordless storm into a clearer, more understandable space. It is like turning on a small lighting, a dark room. You may still see the same furniture, but now you can walk around it instead of bumping into everything right now. If it feels okay, see if you can gently name what you are feeling. You do not have to be perfectly accurate. You are just checking in. Do you feel worried, lonely, numb, exhausted, stressed, disappointed? Maybe a mix of several things at once. You might say, in this moment, I feel a bit anxious and a bit tired. That is enough. You are not judging the feeling. You are not trying to fix it. You are just acknowledging it, like you would acknowledge a friend. You can even add some compassion to it. In this moment, I feel overwhelmed, and it makes sense that I feel this way with everything I have been carrying. When you name your feelings, you go from being inside a storm to standing under a small shelter, watching the weather pass by. You may still hear the rain, but you are not drenched in it anymore. This is one reason talking to someone you trust can feel so relieving. You are putting your inner world into words, and as you do, the intensity often lowers. Even if you do not feel like talking to anyone, you can write your feelings down, or simply whisper them quietly to yourself. I feel scared about the future. I feel alone even when I am around people. I feel tired of pretending. I am okay. Each time you name a feeling, you are saying to yourself, It is okay. I see you. You are allowed to be here. And once your feelings feel seen, they do not have to shout quite as loudly. Fact 9. Small routines and tiny steps calm a tired mind. When you feel overwhelmed by life, your mind often jumps to the big picture. Where is my life going? What if I never get better? How will I fix everything? These thoughts are heavy. They pull your attention far into the future and make everything feel too big. Psychology shows that one of the best ways to calm and overwhelmed minds to gently return to a small, simple steps in the present moment. Your brain actually finds comforting routines and predictability. A warm drink in the morning, a short walk, listening to a calming voice like this one before bed. These small rituals tell your brain there is some order here. Not everything is chaos. You do not have to redesign your entire life overnight. In fact, trying to do that usually makes anxiety worse. Instead, you can ask yourself, what is one tiny, kind thing I can do next? Not, how do I fix my whole life? But, what would gently support me the next 5 or 10 minutes? It might be drinking a glass of water, stretching your arms and neck, opening a window for fresh air, sitting in silence for a moment, sending a message to someone you trust, writing down one thing you are grateful for. Psychologists know that small actions can slowly change how you feel, even if they seem insignificant at first. Think of it like this. If your mind feels like a tangled ball of yarn, you do not have to untangle the whole thing at once. You just find one small, loose thread and gently start there, right now. As you listen, notice if there is one tiny, kind thing you could do for yourself right after this video, or even during it. It does not have to be impressive. It just has to be gentle. When life feels too big, you are Alouetto. Make your world small for a little while. One breath, one step, one small act of care. That is enough for now. Asterisk. Fact 10. You are wired for connection. You are not weak for needing others. Many people feel ashamed for wanting comfort, support, or closeness. You might tell yourself, I should be able to handle this alone. I do not want to bother anyone. I am too needy. But psychology, along with biology, has shown something very clear. Human beings are wired for connection. Your nervous system literally calms down in the presence of safe, caring people. When you were a baby, you could not regulate your own feelings. You cried, and someone picked you up, rocked you, spoke softly to you. Their calm helped your body turn to balance. Even as adults, this does not completely go away. Your heart rate, your stress levels, and your sense of safety can all be influenced to be another person's kind voice, steady presence, or gentle touch. This does not mean you are incapable. It means you are human. So, if hearing a soothing voice right now helps you, if a hug from a friend calms you, if sitting near someone you trust helps you feel less alone, that is not weakness. That is your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do. Sometimes loneliness is not just having people around. It is also not letting yourself reach out when you need to. You are allowed to send that message that says, I am having a tough time. Could we talk or just sit together? You are allowed to say, I do not need you to fix anything. I just need someone to be here with me for a little while. And if you do not have someone close right now, please know this. Even listening to a kind, calm voice, like you are doing now, can give your mind a sense of being accompanied. You are not as alone as your thoughts may tell you right now. In this moment, there is at least one presence with you. My voice, and more importantly, your presence. Take a soft breath in and out. Let yourself feel, even slightly, that it is okay to need warmth, okay to need understanding, okay to need rest. Connection is a need, not a flaw. Fact 11. Your mind exaggerates future danger and forgets past strength. Anxious minds often travel into the future. They imagine worst-case scenarios, play out everything that could go wrong, and then react as if those imagined scenarios are already happening. This is something psychologists see often. Your mind is trying to prepare you, it thinks. If I imagine every bad thing that could happen, I will not be surprised. I will be ready. But in reality, this constant future worry does not protect you as much as it exhausts you. Here is a calming truth. Your mind tends to overestimate though bad future events will feel, and underestimate strong and adaptably actually are. Think back on your life for a moment. There were probably times when you thought, I will never get through this. I cannot handle this. And yet you did. You are here. Maybe it was not easy. Maybe it took time, but you made it through things you once thought were impossible. Your mind forgets that. It forgets your resilience. So, when it starts saying, if this happens, I will not survive it, you can gently remind yourself, I have thought that before, and I was wrong. I got through it. I adapted. I found help. I kept going. You do not need to pretend everything will be perfect. Life will always have challenges, but you also do not need to believe that you will collapse under every difficulty. You have a history of surviving difficult days. You have a history of learning, adjusting, finding small moments of hope even when things were dark. Right now, bring to mind one hard thing from your past that you did not think you could handle, but you did. It might be a breakup, a loss, a move, or a period of intense stress. Notice that younger version of you who faced that pain with the tools they had at the time. You might place a hand over your heart again and say softly, thank you for getting me through that. The next time your mind jumps to the worst possible future, you might say, maybe it will not be as bad as I think. And even if it is hard, I will meet it with the strength I have already shown before. Your fear focuses on imagined disasters. Your calm can focus on remembered strength. Both are inside you. You get to choose which one you listen to more often. Fact 12. Rest is not wasted time. Your brain needs it. In a world that praises constant productivity, many people feel guilty for resting. You might think, I should be doing more. I am so lazy. I do not deserve to relax yet. But psychology and brain science tell a very different story. Your brain absolutely needs down to meta reset, process emotions, and restore your energy and clarity when you rest. When you sit quietly, take a gentle walk, listen to calming music or a soothing voice, your mind is not doing nothing. It is sorting through memories, making sense of experiences, and quietly cleaning up the mental clutter of the day. Think of rest like sleep for your mind. If you never slept, you would not be more productive. You would eventually fall apart. The same is true, in a softer way, for mental and emotional rest. Even machines need to power down sometimes. Why would a human buy him Benny? Different. You are not a robot. You are not a machine. You are a living, breathing being with limits, and that is okay. When you give yourself permission to rest without guilt, something beautiful happens. Your nervous system calms, your thinking becomes clearer, your emotions become easier to handle. You do not have to earn rest by reaching some impossible level of perfection. You need rest back hours. You are alive right now as you listen. You are resting. You are giving your mind a break from scrolling, from reacting, from trying to keep up with everything. If your inner critic is saying, "This is a waste of time," you might reply gently, "Taking care of my minders, never a waste of time. I am allowed to have this." Let your shoulders drop slightly, soften your jaw again. Let your breath flow slower. You are not falling behind. Be taking time to breathe. You are quietly preparing yourself to move through life with more steadiness and ease. Rest is not an enemy of progress. It is a partner to it, a gentle closing. You are allowed to be human. We have moved through many gentle truths tonight, that you are not your thoughts, that your brain notices, the negative auto try to protect you, that emotions are waves, not forever states, that your breath and body can softly guide your mind toward calm, that other people are not judging you as harshly as you think, that your inner criticism not the final authoritarian who you are, that your attention is a flashlight you can slowly learn to direct, that naming your feelings helps soften their intensity, that small routines and tiny steps can steady an overwhelmed mind, that you are wired for connection and not weak for needing support, that your mind exaggerates future danger and forgets your past strength, and that rest is not wasted time, but essential nourishment for your brain and heart. Maybe some have thirst something inside you, maybe some felt distant. That is okay. You do not have to remember everything. You do not have to apply it all at once. Your mind has heard what it needed to hear. The rest can simply wash over. You like gentle waves. Right now, you are here, breathing, listening, existing. You have survived every difficult day so far. You have carried yourself through moments you were not sure you could handle. You might not give yourself credit for that, but you deserve it. Take one more slow breath in through your nose if you can, for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold softly. 1, 2, and a long, slow exhale out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed for as long as you like. If they are open, let your gaze rest softly in the next minutes. You do not have to rush back into noise and pressure. You can move slowly. Maybe you will gently stretch. Maybe you will get some water. Maybe you will lie down and let yourself drift into sleep. Maybe you will just sit for another moment in this quiet. If listening to this brought you even a small sense of relief, calm, or understanding, you are welcome to come back to it whenever your mind feels heavy again. You can also explore more videos like this. More calm, more softness, more space to breathe, by subscribing or liking this one, not as a chore, but as a quiet promise to yourself. Taking care of your mind You do not have to walk through your inner world alone. There are tools, voices, and gentle truths that can walk beside you for now. Let this be enough. You are here, you are trying, you are human, and fate is more than enough for tonight. Rest well, breathe softly, and remember, peace does not have to arrive all at once. It can come in small, quiet moments, just like this one.